Hi, welcome to June 2022 Energy Update. So frequently I actually connect in with our planet and find out what vibes are coming up in any one given month, and I really like practical ideas of how we can actually align with them to the best of our advantage. But this month I connect in with all sorts of different types of energies, and this month it's really the cosmic energies, the universal frequencies of light that I really need to pass the message on to you all. So it's like we're being, you know, for many months now I've talked about photons of light that have been coming from the cosmos, from the planetary system, from the galaxy system, which has been providing a different harmony, if you like, a different frequency, a set of musical notes to make various different songs with. Well, they've increased, and I've talked before about how it's like photons of light, so it's like beams of light that are really coming through us, and we're anchoring them in with our breath, with our daily activities, with walking on the earth, with just being. Now, things are changing now in June. June is, it's an intriguing month. And when I've really sat in it and got information from Gaia and from the cosmic energies, it really feels to me like the dawn. If anybody's actually been up for any of the dawns in their life, you'll know what I mean. Dawn is a very unique, magical time. It's when the darkness ends and the light bleeds through the darkness to provide a different landscape. A lot of times the temperature goes down. We need to have a bit more self-care, and at the same time, time is extended in some way. It moves through, the light moves through, and the shadow makes way for the light. And that's actually really what's going to be happening during this whole month of June. So in practical terms, what that means is you are getting calls from the universe. Okay, so it's almost like, let's say you're on the phone, okay, and it rings and you look at it and go, who's calling? And who's calling is God, Goddess, Great Spirit, Universal, Life Force Energy, whatever name, love, whatever name you want to use for that kind of frequency and energy. The call is coming in direct to you. Now, can you just for a moment imagine that to be a truth? And just check in with yourself as to what reaction you're having to that. Picking up that phone and seeing who's calling you. Just check in for a moment. Be really honest with yourself. What is your reaction? Please write down what your reaction is, or say it out loud, because it's a way of witnessing your own truth, your own courage of your own heart and your own honesty. Is it disbelief? Is it, what feelings are coming up? Is it worthy of that? Is self-worth coming up? Is it excitement? Is it opportunity? What is it? Whatever you've written down there, whatever you've actually come up with, whatever you've witnessed within yourself will hold you in good stead for the rest of this month and the whole of the summer. Because the universal energies that are going to be calling you to your own life are insistent and will not give up getting this answer to you. Now, these answers, this phone call, is providing answers to you of all the questions you've ever thought was a high enough priority to keep asking. So the answers are on the way this month, and they're coming in the dawn time. They're becoming in the new beginning time, in the new opportunities time. Now, if you're wondering how the call's going to come, it's going to come in any which way it can get it to you. But you need to be open and aware and in range of the phone, if the phone's going to be the one that's actually coming through to you. It's no use you saying, I'm expecting a phone call, but I've left my phone at home. It's like, and you're away for 3 weeks. Okay, so this is about your awareness and your heart being open enough to receive the answers from the universe. You're not going to like some of them and you're going to love some of them, but they're going to come anyway. And then it's up to you whether you act on them. So June is all about universal messages coming through, and the request from the universe and Gaia to you is to be truly honest with yourself. It's a deep requirement for going deeply within yourself and being truly honest. Now, can you just link in with me here for a minute and see if any of these things are happening for you already? You know, are you feeling any dissatisfaction with your life? Is there like a project that you want to get going from your mind? It's there and you want to get going, but you just haven't got the motivation, or you just haven't got there's no oomph in around you to gather to move it forward. It's sort of like, it's a bit heavy going, heavy weather. You know, are you feeling at all like you can't really anchor things in at the moment? You're a bit floaty and a bit over here 1 minute and over here the next. It's not, nothing's really finding a purchase enough to be coherent. Are you feeling less confident than you would be normally? Any of these things is a good thing. Okay, so if you're having any of these things, it's because you're overdue for your answer. And the answer is trying to get through to you. So rather than push things forward with things that just no longer feel right, just stop. Stop. Do some self-care, whatever that means for you, and start looking about for the answers. Say, okay, I don't even know what the questions were I asked months ago, weeks ago, even yesterday, years ago. But we're looking for answers to what is next in my life that will align me with my highest, healthiest potential, where I feel my purpose is being lived, where I know it's the right thing for me to do, and I've got the oomph to get on with it. So June is about collecting the answers to those sort of questions. Okay? So allow yourself enough time to sink into that. Now, I'm being told that some of you will get like, in olden days, when we were on landlines a lot more, you get like interference on the line, you get some crackling, and you get it these days as well with various things. And so if you're getting interference on the line, that means there's interference within you. So if you're getting confused about the answers, then that's a call to you and a confirmation and a message from the universe to say, please be clear about what your question is. Please be clear about what you're asking, and then we can get you more clarity. If you're finding that life is very pressured and time orientated and you haven't got time to fit in any of this listening stuff, Carol, you know, it's just got to go and go and go, go. That means you're not prioritizing yourself in your self-care. So those sort of activities when you're feeling pushed and pulled and it's just not, again, soothing at all for you, your system, your answer from the universe is, please take some time, make the time to soothe yourself, to relax, to find a different view of time itself so that you can appropriate a different action and therefore a different outcome. Something else that's really coming up is that some of you will feel, yeah, that's more along the clarity. So if you get more confusion, then you need to enable yourself to get clear. Distractions are another thing. So sometimes you might really want to go with this and really tap into the June energies and really receive those answers. But you get very, very distracted, like I'm just getting distracted now because we've got some mallard ducks that have just arrived in my little pond. And it's about, are we using that as a distraction to stop? You've got to be honest with yourself this month. So it's a month of honesty. You know, was I really distracted there, and was it a joy moment? I think you know the answer to that one. Or are we choosing to be distracted by various people, situations, books, TVs, whatever else is going on, so that we don't actually make the time, the self-care, and step up to that phone call that's coming in. Those distractions often are a way of leaving your phone while you're away for a few weeks. So be ever watchful, ever honestly witnessing what your own behavior is, so you can align with the truths, with the photons and frequencies and colors of the new earth that are here for everybody now. And if you find if things just aren't gluing together at all, then you're more invested in the old truth and your old story than the one that's trying its best to lovingly land with you now. Okay, so I'll say that again. If you are finding you're pushing life and just it feels wrong, something's off. It is, because you're investing in the truth and the foundation of what used to be, and it's wrong now. It's not there. It can't hold the same frequency. The bucket that it used to belong in is full of holes. So no matter how much energy and attention and vibes you put in there, it's just leaking all the time. So it feels off, it feels wrong, it doesn't feel right. Correct. That is correct. That's a message from the universe that you've received. So you know that's off kilter. So the question then is, what's on kilter? Where is the best place for my attention to be? What is my vision of my heaven on earth and my embodiment of grace? Where are the miracles I can actually take part in and define as those enchanting, unusual circumstances that come together beyond scientific explanation, but are very real? Where is my place in that world? Because that's what June's raw alchemical energy is bringing to you. It's bringing all of the different ingredients that you need to start making some order, some rightness, some peace, some grace, some laughter, some joy, some expansion in your life each and every day. So in one way, it's an extraordinary opportunity to listen to the universal messages and to pick up the phone and have that conversation. This will not be a one-off phone call, by the way. The universe has got plans for us, and it's and that there'll be many and varied. But this is your month to dedicate to picking that phone up at least once. It might be, it might not just be on the phone. It might be, something on the radio that you hear, and a message that somebody's having a conversation, and you think, oh my goodness, that was definitely for me. It might be out of a book. It might be a conversation with a friend. Those phone calls can come in all sorts of different guises, but they're definitely here. And the cosmos wants you to know you are totally and utterly ready to take on this truth, this radical honesty with yourself, and carve out that place that you divined and booked in a very long time ago. Okay, my loves, lots of love. Mwah. Bye for now. Ducks.